Hey guys, so I know a couple of people from the Zed subreddit wanted me to make just a little tutorial teaching how I did the little anime meme video. It's really not too difficult. You're gonna need Premiere Pro or some kind of editing software to to be able to do this, but let's just get started, I guess. So open up Premiere Pro. Alright, so once you have it open, let's go File, New Project. And then choose where you want it to be saved. Call it whatever you want. So we'll call this Anime Meme Tutorial. And OK. So now you're going to first of all need some kind of clip. So File, Import, and we can drag it onto the timeline right here. Try to get something with decent quality, just so that it looks kind of good when you're editing. Okay, so we see that it works. So now what you're going to want to do is just scrub through it and find the moment that you want to pause and kind of zoom in for all that anime goodness. Where Poppy's winding up. Now, in order to sort of pause the video, kind of stop it, I'm gonna hit right click, and you want to go to Insert Frame Hold Segment. So this will insert this little clip right here. It'll insert, and it'll just be a freeze frame of whatever it is that you want to freeze frame. If you want to make it longer, you can just move this out of the way and drag this, make it longer, make it shorter, whatever you want to do. So now from here, we want to zoom in on the Poppy, right? So what we're going to do is we'll click on this, and then up here there should be, to the left, there should be effects controls. So you want to hit position and time scale, and they'll make 2 keyframes right here at the beginning of the clip. And then we can go forward a couple frames. It doesn't really matter. It's all preference. I like the zoom in to be really fast, so I put the next keyframes really close. But if you want it to be slower, you could put them somewhere over here. Doesn't matter. So I like to put mine somewhere over there. And then once you're on right here, then you can pick the scale. Just click down and drag your mouse, and it'll zoom in for you. And then you can go to position, just to adjust the camera to go to the subject, the focal point. So right here. I'm actually going to move this down a bit. Like that. There we go. And that'll create 2 more keyframes here. So basically it'll look like this. It'll zoom in like that, kind of. Right? Next, what we're going to want to do is add some kind of voiceover to it. So for that, you can go to Chrome. I picked Genos versus Sonic, because you can just look around and find some kind of intense fighting voiceover that you want to add. You can copy the link and go to any kind of YouTube to MP3. Because you're not really looking to get the video, you can just transform it into audio, and that will make the file not nearly as large as it would have been if you were doing video and audio together. Import that. And then we can drag it here. I like to drag it to the second audio file at the bottom. Right? And now it's just a matter of finding where in the video you want the voiceover to take place. So we kind of want that little segment where he was talking. So we're going to go from 29 to about 33 seconds. So on here, you can mute this the game track so that you can just focus on this. And we can go in 29, so about here. Right there. So we want to make a cut right here, and then bring this back to about here. Make another cut. So now we can get rid of that file, and we're left with this audio clip. So this is the clip that we want in here. So we want it to sound like Poppy's, you know, saying to Ezreal and his team, oh, like, you guys can't kill me, blah blah blah, kind of thing. Since we moved it up, you'll have to unmute this so that you can hear it. So it's something like this. Right? So you kind of want the length of the clip to match the length of the audio, so you can just pull like that, make it match. Next we'll be adding like the anime lines, the ones that like go horizontally or the ones that go all around. It doesn't really matter. So for that, what you want to do is ideally just I looked up JoJo green screen effects. There's a bunch online that you can find, so just find one that fits whatever it is that you want to do, and download that, and then go to Premiere, import. I'm going to use Anime Horizontal for this one, and then you can drag that and drop it in right on top. So we don't really want the audio for this because it doesn't really matter for what it is that we're doing. So you can right click, go unlink, and that'll unlink the audio and the video. Then you can just delete the video. So if your video is kind of smaller than the screen, like mine is right here, all you need to do is go to Effects, Controls, and just pull the scale up, kind of like that. You're good to go. So now we want to be able to see what's our clip underneath this, right? So what we're going to do is go in here, bottom left, go to your Effects tab and type in key. And you're going to scroll down, and you should have something that says Ultra Key. So you click on that, and you drag and drop it onto your green screen, like that. Then all you have to do is click on this eyedrop tool, and click on the video, and it's gone. So we have the lines going, like that. And so right now it's kind of shorter than the video clip. So all we have to do, because the length of the video is not that long, what we're going to do with this is click on the video, Control C, bring it over here, Control V, and it's going to make the exact same thing that we just had. You just tack it onto the end, and then you can scale this one down to end at the same time as your video over here. So right now it looks a little something like this. Right? So it's not complete without the subtitles, of course, like every anime has. So what you're going to want to do is hit the tool right there, and it'll give you a little, your cursor will pop up with this, and with this you can just draw a text box wherever you want. Typically like to do something a little like this, and Now for this, you can get creative with it and just type whatever it is that you want. So we're going to scale down the text just so that it's not too big. Do something like 39 just to start. Then, so our audio track has two parts to it, right? So it sort of does a pause right here. So you're going to shrink this to match that. And then we're just going to click this Control C, Control V. You're going to drag this to match that. And then you click on this one, you go into the text box and highlight it, and something like that. And then, so that's done. We can click on this and move it over. And then drag this to the end, like that. Then with this, the rest of this track down here. So once this is all done, you can click on this track right here, delete, we don't need that anymore. Hit save, and now you're pretty much good to go. This is like super basic, but if you wanted to do more, you could make more cuts and just do the exact same thing over and over again, or use different green screens, different voiceovers, that kind of thing. So something else, if your audio is too loud, like this is, the game audio is much louder than our anime voiceover. So what you can do is click on the track, right click, and hit audio gain. So if it's too loud, you can go to set gain, and you can either do a slider like that, or you can type. So if you want it to be quieter, we can go for -15. Let's see, make this one the same, right? See, much quieter, much less oppressive to the ears. So since we're done with all this, we hit save, we go to File, Export Media, and you can name it whatever you want. This one's going to be EzrealEgod_1. And I have a YouTube HD preset already, but I'll go over that for any of you who want to put out videos in 1080p. So make sure your format's H.264. And then you're going to go to the Video tab. And you're going to go 1920 by 1080 if you're planning on shooting or putting out videos in 1080p. Your frame rate, I shoot at 60 FPS, I capture at 60 FPS, so mine's at 60, but if yours is lower, then you should match this properly to the frame rate of the video. You can click this. Then keep the aspect at square pixels and render at maximum depth. And then for your encoding settings, you want a high profile. You can keep your level at 4.2 or 5.2. Either one works. Then your bitrate settings, you want VBR 2 pass, so it'll do 2 passes while it's encoding. And then for your target bitrate, for 1080p video, 15 or 16 is good for your target. I put it at 16, and then maximum bitrate should be double of what your target bitrate is. And we're not doing VR, so that's good. And then we can hit use maximum render quality, and then we can export the video. So once our video is done, you can go into wherever it is that you saved it, open it up. and that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe. Thanks everyone.